Sup, it's your boy Corey B, just getting it done.
And the other Corey B. And I have the Lord of the Deck.
Alright, homeboy. Alright, quit it.
Dun.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Finish playing your cards.
Okay.
Alright, so, now that we got that out of the way.
Hi, guys.
So, you've heard the saying, you know, that,
Whoever wins.
like, necessity is the mother of creation. Okay? Mother of invention. Alright, so the reality is we're in a special time. We really are. This is cool. There's a very intricate balance. See, like, decades ago, centuries, you know, to get something, to get the rights to something, to patent something, to trademark. I mean, all these things, like, were so challenging, so difficult to get things developed, to get, you come up with an idea, but to get someone to manufacture or make said product, to publish a book, you know, all these things were so challenging. You know, you had to put forth so much effort and really, you know, and it'd be something that people needed. It would truly be something people needed, but to get it done took so much work. You'd have this great idea, and it wouldn't matter that you had this great idea, because to get it done was beyond your means. We're in such an interesting time that everything is right there at the tips of your fingers. Like, anybody can publish a book. You just gotta have a little bit of money. There's even places that'll publish for free. Yeah, you didn't know that? They'll publish your book for free. Now, it's an interesting thing. You gotta look into it. But it can be done. You can get books published, you can get CDs recorded, you can get, like, CDs. See, I'm old school. You can get an album recorded. You can go in and they'll get you walk out with a USB, a flash drive, whatever, you know, and you'll have your music right there. Okay, you can do this. People do it on their computer. We got technology where you can do all this stuff right in your house. You don't even got to go somewhere. You know, throughout the pandemic, Jim Jones, I don't know if you know Jim Jones, but Jim Jones is an incredibly brilliant dude. Not only is he like a legit rapper, like lyrically, he's incredible. As a producer, he's on another level. But you know what? Like, business-wise, the man thinks like people don't think. During the pandemic, he started, I think, 4 businesses. I could be. He literally started a gym. He was like, man, I'm getting older. I need to get in shape. I'm stuck in this pandemic, you know, blah, blah, blah. I can't get to the gym. So he started coming up with ways to work out in his house. And then as he was doing that, he was like, you know what? You know, more people, he started posting videos on Instagram and things like that. Like, oh, this is how I'm using this. He's like, he was used to going to the gym. And he didn't have all the equipment in his house because he didn't need the equipment in his house. He could hit the gym. But when he couldn't go to the gym, he was like, well, what can I turn into equipment? What can I utilize to work out this part of my body and this part of my body? And, you know, this. And, you know, he figured it out. And then now he started his own fitness, his own gym throughout a pandemic. He started a gym. He started a production label, Quarantine Studios, where literally you can record with artists that you have never met. Yeah. He partnered with people like Fat Joe, DJ Khaled. I mean, he partnered with several, like, big name people that ultimately you would never have the ability to sit in the studio with and record with. And he's like, through Quarantine Studios, we're going to have you do it from your own house. Okay, so necessity was his creation. Necessity drove him to think of new ways to do. We're in such a time that you can do just about anything from wherever you are. That you got stuff that, like, you can get anything delivered to you. You can get anything. Everything is digital form. There's so many platforms that, oh, let's help you launch your business. Let's help you do this. Let's help you do that. It's like there's everything accessible to you. But you gotta be willing to get out there and do it. And what makes the difference now, see, way back then, there was like a shortage of creation, shortage of ideas. There was only so many people who was creating things, but they needed to be able to get to the ability to have said creation out there. But now there's so much ability to get it out there, but everybody's trying to come up with something. So
I win.
the question comes, how are you going to do something in that? Like, so everybody's like, oh, well, what could I possibly do? What could I create? What could I really make a difference? You can make a difference. You got to be willing to put yourself out there, and you got to be willing to, okay, so ask yourself a question. Like, me and some of my partners that have been ultimately developing things over the last couple of years, and over this last year we've been really driving it home, like hardcore, really trying to get things up and running and off the ground, and like new things. Like we had worked on things 2 years ago, we had worked on some things last year, and this year we've taken it to the next level, and we're like, okay, we're gonna start some new stuff, get things off the ground. But what was our first question to ourselves? What am I missing? I mean, get selfish. And that sounds stupid, but it's true, man. Get selfish. You ain't gonna sit back. You can sit back and rack your brain all day long and say, oh, well, what is it that everybody else needs? Everybody already figured out what everybody else needs. What do you need? Yeah. Marinate on that. What do I need? If you figure out what you need, let's create it. Is it out there? Well, maybe it is. But does it got your twist on it? Does it got your spin on it? Does it got your flavor? Yeah, that's what it is. So what it comes down to, it's like, can you create something that you ultimately need, launch a business, and do it your way? Your way. Yeah, man. That's it. That's creation right there. That's development. That's innovation. That's business. That's where the market is. And you know what? You can do it. Everything's accessible. You just got to be willing to be creative. You got to be willing to put yourself out there, and you got to be willing to be a shameless self-promoter. Everything you got to do, you got to be plug yourself. DJ Khaled, every single song that he is featured on, every single song he produces, he walks out shouting, "We the best music." How could you not know what his record label is? You don't even have to listen to DJ Khaled. You know DJ Khaled. Why? Because you walk in the mall and you hear DJ Khaled. That's what you got to be. 50 Cent, every single time 50 Cent posts something, he'll post something and he'll be like, oh yeah, hashtag Branson Cognac. Why? Because Branson is him. He wants you to know that if you ain't drank it yet, you need to taste it. That's what it's about. Be shameless self-promoter. But first, you got to be willing to ask yourself the question, what do I need and how can I make it mine? It might be out there, but how can I make it mine? Yeah, just marinate on that for a bit. Y'all take the evening, take tonight, take the next day or two. Don't wait too long, man, but marinate on it and start asking yourself the question, how could you make a difference? All right, I want to leave y'all with that thought. I want y'all to think about it. Y'all have a most excellent night. Y'all, get cocky, seriously. Think about it. Be brave. Be bold. Be audacious. Let's create something and let's do something different for you, for your family.
Smash that like button and slam that subscribe button. And I have an ace.
Like my main man Colton just said, hit that like button. Ding, subscribe and ding the bell. You know what I'm saying? I got more coming at y'all. Till next time, it's your boy Corey B. I'm out.